Hey everyone, so this is Catfish season 6 episode 10 called Dylan and Allie. Dylan is the one who writes in, concerned about Allie. So the initial email says that Dylan is 21 years old and lives in Browns Mills, New Jersey. He met Allie 8 months before this when she commented on one of his posts. And he believes that he started falling for her pretty much the week that they had started talking. Allie is 20 years old and lives in Oklahoma. She apparently works at a hospital full time, like he does. And around the time they met, which we find out later was 2 months, like a few months after he met her, his mom died. And everything that's been, kind of fishy to him was she's refused to video chat on multiple occasions. One day, a mysterious number texted him, telling him, and which was just like a few days ago, this mysterious number texted him, telling him Allie wasn't who she said she was. So they get on, Nev and Max get on the Skype call, and he said that he wants to be a pediatric cardiologist and surgeon, I think he said, and he needs to pick a school really soon because, but that it's difficult with what's happening with Allie lately. So he accepted her, and we find out that he accepted her from one of his friends on a friends list from one of his friends. Sorry, I was trying to figure out how to say it. Anyways, they started talking, and when his mom died, he pushed everyone away, but she wouldn't let him push her away. Then the weird text came in. A mysterious texter didn't respond when he asked who it was, and when he told Allie about it, she kept asking him some questions. Do you trust me? Do you trust me? Do you trust me? But he feels that he needs to figure out what's going on with her in order to be able to do what he needs to do as far as school goes. So Nev and Max heads to New Jersey, meet Dylan, and meet with Dylan somewhere, and Max notices the tattoos on his left arm, and Dylan explains that he's working on a sleeve of Bible verses because, and he explains why. He didn't grow up religious, but it started because he started his faith in 11th grade when his dad was diagnosed with cancer and he had died from cancer. So we found out both of his parents died within a span of like 4 years. The next day, Nev and Max start investigating. They look at the email that Dylan sends with info, Allie's info. She lives in Tulsa, with a Tulsa area code number. Looking at her Facebook and sees that she is studying at a local community college and apparently works as an intern at one of the local hospitals as well. Hold on, I got a text from somebody. Oh, Lord. Okay. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Where was I? Okay, so they look at her Facebook. They're looking at her Facebook, and they also notice that some of her photos, have her and some friends in it, but the only person tagged in the pictures with more than just her in it have only her tagged. Her friends are not tagged in it. And they notice in several of her photos that she has a Texas necklace on. So they take some of her photos, search them, and don't get any hits on any of them. So they look to see the guy to girl friend ratio on her Facebook, and she has pretty much all guys on her Facebook friends list, which is something that is suspicious because for something for if a catfish has pretty much all friends of one sex, that pretty much means that it's an indication that they're a catfish. And they also find it suspicious, or find it suspicious that she has so few friends, but she has 300. That still is a lot. I don't care who you are, it's still a lot of friends. At least to me, that's a lot of friends. And they're making it out that because she only has 300 friends and not, 1,500, that she must be, that's a bad thing. So basically, I'm thinking at this point, well, I've had approximately 100 friends, hovering around 100 friends, since junior year of when I was in high school, which was 2010, 2009 or 2010. So I've had my friends was hovering around 100 people since junior year of high school myself, which was in, like I said, 2009, 2010, because I graduated in 2011. So does that mean I'm a catfish? No. Anybody who, I'm considered a millennial, so does that mean I'm a catfish because I don't have 1,500 friends? No. Anyway, so they search her, or they first reach out to a few people on our friends list. They search her phone number, and it gives them the name Mark in Tulsa. They always bling out the last name, so I can't give you the last name, but there's also a complaint with the number Dylan has that's associated with Mark. The complaint says it's a spoofed number. So they run the number that they sent a mysterious text, and they got a hit, which is also in Tulsa. Jay, one of Allie's friends, calls Neve. He explains that Allie catfished him a couple years ago, pretending to be a girl named Ireland, and then told him that, oh, I'm not who I say I am in the pictures. This is who I really am, Allie. So they just became friends on Instagram. Nev and Max go to Dylan's house and tell him what they found. They then try to call Allie, but it goes straight to voicemail. So they text her, and didn't wait. Max suggested just go to Tulsa anyway, since all roads lead to there, as it is. Next morning, the three go to Tulsa, and when they land in Tulsa, Mason, another person who they contacted on Instagram, calls him back so that or texts him, call him, so they can tell him about all the information that he knows about Allie. So when they get outside the airport, because they literally got the text right when they landed and got off the plane, and so he explains that Allie is actually Mary, who's the daughter of Mark, the owner of the spoofed number. So Mason thinks when he texted and called her out, but she never sent anything back, and that was about 2 months ago. And they were on the way to being in a relationship before he called her out. They make their way to Mason's house, and there we find his best friend Clay is also there, because when Mason was talking to Allie said she had a sister named Samantha that Clay could talk to, but it was really Allie. Mason matched to Allie on Tinder, and when he would try to meet up with her, which was about 3 or 4 times, something would always come up, and so that was fishy to him. Clay says that one of his friends is cousins with Mary, and so he gave the friend Samantha's number, and this friend said that it was actually Mary who was using that number, not Samantha. Mason was also contacted by someone who was friends with the real person in the pictures, and messaged him saying the profile wasn't real. Mason then texted the fake Allie or the real profile, and she didn't say anything back. So that's what prompted her not saying anything back. And both Mason and Clay were promptly blocked from everything: Instagram, Facebook, whatever else. So Clay says Mary's cousin is named Chelsea, and that's when Nev and Max had this aha moment, and think back to the number that mysteriously texted Dylan. So they called Chelsea. She admits that she's the one that texted Dylan, and she says it's because no one should be lied to like that. Cousin Mary has been catfishing since she was 14, and she's 20 now. So she's been catfishing for 6 years. Mary then says, Mary knows that Chelsea reached out to Dylan and was somewhat upset about it. And then eventually Chelsea agrees to get Mary to come over to her house and talk. So Nev, Max, and Dylan go over to Chelsea's house and talk with Mary. Chelsea comes out first, offers to get Mary to come out. Max and Nev decide to go inside to get Mary, or Max and Chelsea, sorry. Max and Chelsea decide to go in to get Mary, bring her out, and she says right off the bat she wasn't trying to hurt him. Right off the bat. And she loves him. So, right off the bat she says she wasn't trying to hurt him and she loves him. Okay. She says she did it because she's always been the outcast, and when she goes to the internet, she can be whoever she wants to be. The name of the person in the picture is actually named Allie, and Allie has caught Mary doing this several times before. And Allie, has said some rude things to her before, which she doesn't blame her for. She admits that she's addicted to catfishing and knows she won't stop on her own. It cuts off right there, and then it goes to the next day, where Dylan tells Nev and Max that the fake profile was still active, at least on Messenger. So they go back to Chelsea's house to meet up with Mary and talk to her. Chelsea is concerned for Mary's safety and mental well-being because there are people out there who would have no problem hurting her if they were mad enough and were able to get a hold of her address. And that's what gets me, is that about this whole catfishing thing. I don't understand how these catfishers can't understand that if you do something like this, why you wouldn't think that someone wouldn't be angry enough to try to track down your address and go to where you live and hurt you. I don't understand how that wouldn't pop up into your mind. I get these people are young when this is all happening, but still, like, why? I don't know how you wouldn't think that wouldn't happen, especially with people who are catfishing and they do it over a span of years. If you're doing it for a span of months, then I can see why you wouldn't necessarily think that. But she's been doing this for 6 years, and quite a few of these catfishers are doing this for 2, 3, 4 plus years. And I don't know how, and as you think that as you get older, you would think about that. About what if someone just decides to fucking, track me down and hurt me or kill me or something. I don't understand how that wouldn't come across that wouldn't pop up in your head as you doing this for years. Don't understand. I really don't understand that, but and this is something that Mary's had someone threaten her before, and that person who threatened her came around her job, was circling her job, like circling around her place of work, to the point where she felt like she couldn't even leave the building. So, and she even said she was scared. So that to me should have been a wake up call right there. I mean, I don't know. She then comes up with the whole, well, I was bullied really bad in high school. And it's like, well, so have other people, but they never resorted to catfishing. Makes no sense. Anyway, so Dylan says that, you know what, I'll help you with whatever issues you're trying to go through at the moment, but you have to stop catfishing. You have to. So they part ways, and then 2 months later, we see Dylan is about to start college soon, and is still friends with Mary, and he actually has a girlfriend of his own. Mary then is about, we also see that Mary's about to start culinary arts school soon, which I think is a really good thing for her to do. I don't necessarily quite believe yet that she stopped catfishing, but I mean, it seems at the moment she has. I didn't see a promo for this at the end of the episode, so we're kind of going to talk about what's happening next week, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, this was a standard episode like usual. It's not anything new or exciting, so yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I can't really make any predictions for next week because I didn't see any promo for it at the end of the episode. So they never seem to put one up on they never seem to put a promo up on YouTube or anything. So I can't look there for one. I wish I could, but yeah. So I will see you guys next week.